Chosen one, this Wednesday will be like a movie. Listen, this is not just another day. This is not just another ordinary moment in the middle of the week. This Wednesday, something is going to unfold in your life that will feel unreal, like a scene from a movie scripted just for you. The lights, the movement, the energy in the air, and the events lining up in ways that seem too perfect to be random. The universe is writing a story, and you, the chosen one, are the main character now stepping into a divine climax. You're not watching the show this time, you are the show. Before we go further, I want you to do two powerful things. First, watch this video all the way to the end, because something here is going to activate a shift in your soul. Second, go to the comments and type 99 along with your warmest, most loving wish for this week. This is a moment about wishes coming true and energizing the universe with your deepest, most beautiful intentions. Once you do that, the rest of this video will begin to flow into your spirit like prophecy unfolding right on time. Now let's begin. You've felt it, haven't you? That building sense that something is coming. A tension in the air. The feeling that reality is not quite what it seems. And something behind the curtain is preparing to be revealed. Maybe the signs have been subtle, unusual dreams, seeing repeating numbers, hearing lyrics that speak directly to your current situation, or simply waking up with a sense of expectation in your chest. That's not your imagination. That's divine orchestration. This Wednesday isn't just about a day on the calendar. It's a portal, a bridge between what was and what is about to be. You will look back on this day in the future and say, "That's when everything started to shift." And the truth is, this shift didn't just arrive out of nowhere. It's been building moment by moment, experience by experience, tear by tear, lesson by lesson. Every setback you've endured was a seed. Every heartbreak you felt was a chisel shaping you. Every delay was preparation. And now the stage is set. Something wild is about to happen. Not wild in a reckless or chaotic way. Wild in the way that life suddenly bends in your favor, faster than you thought possible. Wild in the way that divine timing overtakes human limitation. Wild in the way the right people show up, the right opportunities present themselves, and the path lights up beneath your feet, even if you don't know the full destination yet. This Wednesday will be like a movie, because it's written by something greater than logic, routine, or probability. It's written by destiny. And here's what you need to know. You're ready for it. No matter what your mind has told you, no matter what others have spoken over your life, no matter how long you've waited, doubted, or struggled to believe that this could really happen for you, the truth is, you're prepared. Everything inside you is aligned now in a way that your past self couldn't have imagined. You're walking into a scene where your soul already knows its lines. You're stepping into a chapter where everything starts to accelerate. Not because you've chased it, but because you've evolved into it. You might feel emotional this week. You might feel like crying for no reason or laughing for no reason. That's because your nervous system is processing a spiritual download. It's like your entire being knows that something is ending and something powerful is beginning. And you're on the edge of it, breathing it in before the curtain lifts. Allow yourself to feel it. Don't suppress your emotions. They're signals. They're the inner soundtrack of this cinematic shift you're stepping into. You'll begin to notice patterns, conversations that feel divinely timed, people from the past appearing to give you closure, unexpected messages or news that change the trajectory of your week. Even the way the light falls through your window may look different, like reality is more vivid, more alive. That's because your inner awareness is heightening. You're seeing more, you're feeling more, you're aligning with the rhythm of divine movement. This Wednesday is a sacred intersection where your highest self and the timeline of miracles finally meet. And it may not be dramatic in the traditional sense. You may not see fireworks in the sky or hear thunderclaps from the heavens, but there will be something undeniable in the air. You'll feel it when you wake up. You'll feel it as you move through your day. And most importantly, you'll know deep down that something has begun, something irreversible, something beautiful. You've passed the test. And now, you're crossing the threshold. You'll feel time slow down during certain moments. A conversation might feel more significant. A moment of silence might feel more full. That's your awareness expanding. That's your soul tuning into the frequency of destiny. Don't brush those moments aside. Let them speak to you. Let them unfold. You're not rushing anymore. You're receiving. You're letting this day hold you in its magic. You're not trying to control every scene. You're trusting the director. Yes, this will be like a movie, but you're not just acting. You're awakening. People around you might notice something's different. They might not be able to explain it, but they'll feel it. You'll glow differently. You'll speak with more power. Your presence will carry more weight. That's because something inside you has activated. And once it's activated, you don't go back. The world starts to mirror that change. The resistance lessens. The flow increases. The right doors open, not because you force them, but because you've become the kind of person who walks through them with confidence and grace. And here's what no one tells you. You don't have to do more to receive this moment. You just have to be present. The shift happening this Wednesday doesn't require more hustle. It requires more trust. It requires you to stop doubting what your spirit already knows. It requires you to stop playing small and start saying yes to the greatness already written in your timeline. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are being prepared. And this week, that preparation pays off. This week, the universe shows its hand. This week, something breaks open and light rushes in. And here's the best part. Once it begins, it won't stop. Your life will take on a cinematic rhythm. You'll find yourself living in synchronicity. You'll speak things that happen hours later. You'll be guided to places you've never been, places that feel strangely familiar. You'll attract conversations that leave you breathless, moments that feel like music, answers that feel like ancient truth. You'll become the kind of person others whisper about, not because of what you do, but because of the energy you carry. This is not hype. This is alignment. You were chosen not just to witness this shift, but to embody it. You are not meant to watch the magic from afar. You are meant to walk in it. And the beauty is, it won't always feel like effort. It will feel like resonance. It will feel like the inside and outside are finally matching. It will feel like breathing again after being underwater for too long. So as Wednesday approaches, don't brace yourself. Ready yourself. Dress like you're meeting your destiny. Move like the world is waiting for your arrival. Speak like your voice carries frequency. Breathe like the atmosphere is shifting just for you. Because it is. And when it happens, when the moment arrives that feels like it's been written in the stars, don't question it. Receive it. This Wednesday isn't the beginning of a new season. It's the reward for the quiet endurance you carried through every season before it. You didn't skip chapters. You didn't fast forward through the discomfort. You lived through it. You healed through it. You stayed when it was easier to run. And now, the story shifts. because of your resilience. This is not about luck, it's about legacy. Your soul has earned this plot twist. Everything will feel heightened, not because the world changed, but because you changed. The way you see, the way you listen, the way you interpret events. It's all different now. You're not waiting for signs anymore. You are the sign. You're not searching for purpose. You're living in it. The fog that once clouded your direction has lifted, and for the first time in a long time, the path ahead is beginning to glow with undeniable clarity. And yet, don't expect it to all be revealed at once. Miracles unfold in layers. Clarity often comes in whispers. This Wednesday will give you a moment where the lights seem to dim, the noise fades, and something inside you clicks. That click might not be loud, but it will be real. It might be a phone call, a text, a message from someone you never expected, or it might just be a sense in your spirit that this is the pivot. This is the door, creaking open. You will feel divinely led to be in the right place at the right time. Maybe you'll take a different route home. Maybe you'll speak to someone you usually pass by. Maybe you'll get an urge to go somewhere you've never been. And there, at that exact location, something begins. Don't ignore those nudges. They are not random. They are choreography. The kind of choreography only divine hands can craft. You may notice people around you acting differently. Some will be drawn closer to you, as if they can sense your energy rising. Others might become distant, uncomfortable with your new vibration. Let it happen. This day, this shift, isn't meant to be understood by everyone. It's not meant to be explained. It's meant to be experienced. You are no longer trying to convince anyone of your value. You're walking like someone who knows what they carry, like someone who has arrived. And arrival doesn't mean you've reached the finish line. It means you've aligned with the right frequency. It means you're in the right timeline now. The one where things are easier, not because life is suddenly perfect, but because you're no longer forcing things that were never meant for you. You've stopped fighting for scraps. You've stopped begging doors to open. You've remembered who you are. And because of that, new doors appear without knocking. What makes this Wednesday feel like a movie isn't just what will happen, it's how it will happen. There's a beauty to divine timing that's almost surreal. The way everything clicks into place. The way people say the right words without knowing why. The way one event leads to another, and suddenly, what once felt impossible is standing right in front of you. It's not magic in the fantasy sense. It's magic in the realist sense. Alignment, truth, readiness, and when all three converge, you experience what many call a miracle. This is the energy you're walking into. And you won't need to explain it. You won't need to justify it. You won't need to ask for permission to receive it. This shift is between you and the divine, between you and your higher self, between you and the script that's been waiting for you to step into your role. You're not playing background anymore. You're not filling time or space in someone else's story. You are the story. And the next scene is powerful. Be aware of the characters who appear this week. Some will be recurring roles, people returning from previous chapters to either support your journey or remind you of how far you've come. Others will be new, fresh faces who enter with keys, with wisdom, with doors to open that you didn't even know existed. Don't underestimate the power of a stranger's words this week. One conversation could redirect your entire path. And don't dismiss the quiet miracles, the way a stranger smiles at you, the way the sky looks different, the way music hits your chest a little deeper. All of it is communication. All of it is orchestration. This isn't coincidence, it's convergence. Your external world is matching your internal transformation, and it feels cinematic because it is. Every movie has a moment that defines the hero, a scene where everything changes. This is yours. You've walked through the storms, you've cried under silent moons, you've begged for answers in the night and whispered prayers into pillows. You've shown up even when the world didn't applaud. You've given when you had little. You've loved even when it hurt. And now, this Wednesday, the return begins. The light returns. The movement begins. The music rises. And you will rise with it. Even your body might feel it. You might feel extra tired or extra energized. You might feel like cleaning your space, rearranging your furniture, or changing your appearance. That's your soul saying, "We're preparing." It's your spirit clearing space for what's coming. Don't fight the urge to shed, to release, to purify. You're not just making changes, you're making room. The truth is, the old you can't walk through the door that's about to open. And this Wednesday might be the final scene for that version of you. The version who doubted, who hesitated, who feared the unknown. That version served you. But now, it's time to evolve. You're not erasing your past. You're transcending it. You're no longer being shaped by pain. You're being shaped by power. You will remember this day, not because of what you did, but because of what you became. And in the quiet moments, in the stillness between scenes, you'll feel it. Peace. Not the kind that comes from everything being perfect. The kind that comes from knowing that even if everything isn't figured out yet, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. In sync, in flow, in power. Because this Wednesday isn't just about one day. It's a signal, a turning point, a divine nudge that says, keep going, you're closer than you think. It's a glimpse of how good life can get when you trust the journey, when you honor the process, when you allow yourself to believe that maybe, just maybe, you are meant for more. And not just more things, but more peace, more meaning, more depth, more moments that feel like miracles wrapped in ordinary skin. You're not chasing the story anymore, you're living it, and it's just getting good. Sometimes, a movie changes everything, not because of the action, but because of the transformation of the main character. That's what's happening now. This Wednesday won't just be a spectacle of external events. It will be the moment your internal shift becomes visible to the world. The moment your quiet evolution, your hidden healing, your sacred becoming is no longer hidden. It emerges. It radiates. It cannot be ignored. You're not becoming someone new. You're returning to who you were always meant to be. And on this Wednesday, that version of you will begin to breathe more fully. The world will notice, not because you've demanded attention, but because your vibration will rise so powerfully that others can't help but feel it. Your energy will speak in rooms your voice hasn't entered yet. Your light will shine in ways that draw opportunities that were never available to your past self. You'll notice that what once felt heavy now rolls off your shoulders with ease. The burdens you once thought you'd carry forever, they'll begin to feel lighter, not because the weight disappeared, but because your strength increased. You're not in survival mode anymore. You're in revelation mode. The fog is lifting, the music is swelling, and the next chapter is being written in real time with your steps. Expect interruptions this week, but the kind that carry divine meaning. A delayed appointment that leads to a life-changing conversation. A cancelled plan that leads to clarity. An unexpected message that stirs something in your soul. These are not detours. These are divine redirections. Stay open. Stay responsive. Don't fight the flow. Dance with it. Because this Wednesday is alive. And that's the truth no one tells you. Some days are alive in ways that others aren't. Some days are portals, sacred checkpoints, hidden on the calendar but blazing with significance in the realm of spirit. And this one, this Wednesday, it's alive with fire, intention, and destiny. It carries a weight that can't be measured by minutes or hours, only by meaning. This is not a regular day. This is a soul-marking day. You might feel a sense of urgency, like something needs to be said, something needs to be done, like your soul is standing at the edge of something massive. Honor that feeling. Don't rush to label it. Don't bury it beneath logic. Feel it. Listen to it. Let it guide you. The answers are already inside you. And this Wednesday, they rise to the surface. You'll remember things you forgot, skills you put aside, dreams you gave up on, old versions of yourself you buried in favor of fitting in, playing small, or playing safe. This day will awaken something ancient in you, something that doesn't respond to fear, doubt, or delay, something that knows how to leap, even when the landing isn't visible. And that leap, it's coming. It might be a phone call you finally make, a truth you finally speak, a step you finally take, and it will feel like freedom. The story gets good here. You're no longer the one waiting to be chosen. You are the chosen one. And with that title comes responsibility, not to be perfect, but to be present, to show up, to honor your gift, to answer the call, even when your voice shakes. You don't need to know every detail of the plan. You just need to trust the momentum that's building beneath your feet. You're not walking alone. You never have been. And this is where the plot turns. This is the part where the main character begins to win. Not by force, but by faith. Not by proving their worth, but by remembering it. This is where the audience leans forward in their seats. Not because of the special effects, but because of the emotion, the transformation, the soul. This Wednesday, your soul takes center stage. Don't be surprised if you suddenly remember who you were before the world told you who to be. If old dreams surface, if new ideas drop into your spirit, seemingly out of nowhere. That's the divine dialogue. That's the sacred script being downloaded into your awareness. Say yes to it, even if you don't know what it means yet. Say yes, because life isn't asking you to figure it all out this week. Life is asking you to feel it, to trust the scenes unfolding around you, to understand that this Wednesday isn't about endings, it's about reveals, hidden truths, long-awaited confirmation, that sense of, oh, so that's why everything happened the way it did. The puzzle pieces fall into place. The pattern becomes clear. The story makes sense. And the deeper truth is this. You're not just a character. You're a co-creator. You're not just reacting to life. You're shaping it with your beliefs, your energy, your choices. And this Wednesday is your cue to step into that power fully. No more dimming your light. No more shrinking to fit places that were never built for your wings. This is your moment, your scene, your revelation. You'll begin to feel that sense of being carried, like something beyond you is guiding your steps. You'll feel confirmation in small and large ways, through timing, signs, synchronicities, and you'll know you're in alignment. You'll walk into rooms that were waiting for your energy. You'll speak words that shift the atmosphere. You'll touch hearts without trying, because your presence is rising to a new level. And here's the most beautiful part. You don't have to try to be this version of yourself. You already are. All that's happening now is the unveiling, the emergence, the clearing away of everything that isn't you, so that the real you can shine, not in pieces, but in wholeness, not in fragments, but in fullness. And on this Wednesday, the light will hit differently. It will reflect your clarity. It will mirror your becoming. It will illuminate the truth that has always been waiting for you to accept. You are ready. Ready for love that aligns with your soul. Ready for opportunities that meet your purpose. Ready for elevation that feels like home. Ready for the next level that only the chosen one can step into. So breathe deep. Get still. Listen closely, because the moment is near. And when it comes, don't hesitate. Don't shrink. Don't question. Just rise. When the scene shifts, you won't need to force anything. You'll simply feel the pull, the gentle, undeniable call to move forward. Not because someone said it's time, but because everything in you knows it's time. The pressure will lift. The fog will clear. The soundtrack of your soul will begin to play in perfect harmony with the moment you've been waiting for. That's how you'll know this Wednesday is the beginning of something eternal. You're not here to repeat cycles. You're here to break them. This is the movie moment where the cycle ends. The old narrative that kept you circling the same patterns, emotional loops, scarcity thoughts, painful relationships, self-sabotage, all of that begins to dissolve. The script is changing, not by accident, not by force, but because you've shifted at your core. This is what real transformation feels like. Not explosive, but expansive. Not loud, but lasting. It grows from within, and then everything around you begins to mirror it. You may feel like crying, not because you're broken, but because your soul finally feels safe enough to exhale. The tears aren't pain anymore, they're recognition. They're soft, sacred acknowledgement of all you've endured and all you're finally receiving. Let them fall. Let them cleanse you. Let them open the door to softness, to wholeness, to clarity. This Wednesday, you're not performing. You're arriving. You don't have to wear a mask anymore. The version of you that's emerging doesn't rely on perfection. It thrives in authenticity. And when you walk into the world like that, raw, real, radiant, you attract things you never imagined possible. People will sense your truth before you even speak it. Rooms will shift when you enter, not because you demand it, but because your presence carries the weight of transformation. Your energy becomes the invitation, an invitation to others to rise, to remember who they are, to believe again. Your very existence becomes a signal, a sign that yes, you can survive and still be soft. You can walk through fire and not be bitter. You can be chosen and still be humble. You can be powerful and still be pure. That is the balance the world needs right now, and you are carrying it. On Wednesday, you'll feel moments that feel slowed down, like time itself is giving you a chance to soak it in. That's because this day has been orchestrated in divine detail. There are moments meant just for you, sacred seconds where heaven meets earth, where your heart whispers, "I knew it would come." You don't need to rush past those moments. Let them hold you. This day will unfold like a film, but not every scene will be loud. Some of the most powerful moments will be the quietest. The look in someone's eyes, the way the breeze hits your face, a voice in your head that says, "This is it." Pay attention to those details. They are not small. They are coded, and your spirit will understand what your mind might not. This is a rebirth, and you don't have to go back to who you were before the pain. You get to become someone new because of it. And that version of you, the one who emerged from the fire, carrying wisdom, softness, depth, and vision, is someone the world is waiting for. This Wednesday isn't about waiting anymore. It's about answering. It's about showing up. It's about taking your place in the story and saying, I'm here. I'm ready. Let's begin. Let yourself be seen. You're not here to hide anymore. Not your voice, not your gifts, not your ideas, not your truth. This is the season of exposure. Not for shame, but for celebration. This is the unveiling. This is the scene where the curtain is drawn back and the world gets to witness the soul that's been preparing in silence for far too long. You may not recognize your own reflection at first. That's okay. You're meeting yourself again. You're remembering your original blueprint. The design the world tried to erase but couldn't. That's why it feels so new and yet so familiar at the same time. It's the return, it's the rising, it's the revelation. Your thoughts may become louder this week, both the doubts and the dreams. Don't resist them. Sit with them. Let them reveal what still needs to be healed. But more importantly, let them show you how far you've come. You're not the same thinker you were last year. You're not even the same soul you were last week. This evolution is happening fast because it's been slow for so long. The delay has expired. This Wednesday will close doors that have long needed closing, and it will open new ones that feel like home. Some endings might feel sudden, but trust them. The universe wastes no time when you're ready. And you are ready. Ready to stop settling. Ready to stop dimming. Ready to stop shrinking. You've waited long enough. You've done the work. You've passed the tests. And now, it's time. This is what a plot twist looks like when the story's written by destiny. The chapter ahead is not going to look like the chapter before. You will meet new people, experience new emotions, have new visions, and all of it will feel designed because it is. Don't question how quickly things shift. Don't sabotage what's flowing. You asked for this. You aligned for this. Now receive it. Receive the compliments. Receive the love. Receive the opportunities. Receive the silence. Receive the clarity. Receive the miracles. You're not required to fight for what's already yours. You're only required to say yes to it. And as this Wednesday moves forward, you'll find that yes becomes easier. Yes to rest. Yes to movement. Yes to creation. Yes to peace. Yes to purpose. Yes to being exactly who you are. That's the transformation. Not a change in your environment, but a change in your relationship to it. You're no longer chasing alignment. You are alignment, and everything is drawn to you because of that. Your steps will feel lighter. Your thoughts will be clearer. Your vision will stretch beyond the limitations of the past. You won't feel the need to explain yourself anymore. Your energy will explain everything. This is freedom. And freedom, for the chosen one, isn't just about escape. It's about expression. It's about expansion. It's about existing in your full truth without apology. Because your existence is the miracle. And when this day ends, you'll lie down with a fullness in your chest. Not because the entire movie played out in one day, but because you saw the opening scene. You felt the pulse of destiny. You knew beyond a doubt that the real story has just begun. The morning light of this Wednesday won't feel the same. The air will hold a weightless tension, like a moment before a great reveal. You'll wake up not with a sense of urgency, but with a sense of certainty. You won't have all the answers, but you'll know. Something is here. It's not a thought, it's a knowing. And that knowing will walk with you like a companion throughout the entire day. That's how movie moments begin. Not with noise, but with presence. Everything you touch this Wednesday will carry new meaning. Even the most ordinary routines will feel like rituals. Making coffee, putting on your clothes, checking your phone, driving down familiar roads. The difference is in your awareness. You're not moving mindlessly anymore. You're tuned in. You're aligned. Your inner dialogue is clearer. Your senses are heightened. The world is no longer something you observe. It's something you're participating in, shaping moment by moment. This is when your magnetism increases. You'll begin to notice that people respond differently to you. Strangers will look at you with curiosity, like they can see something luminous they can't quite name. Old acquaintances might reach out unexpectedly, sensing a shift in your energy. Conversations will carry a deeper tone. Synchronicities will multiply. You'll see signs, maybe in numbers, maybe in words, maybe in situations that mirror your inner thoughts in perfect harmony. These are not coincidences. This is spiritual choreography in motion. On this Wednesday, don't underestimate the small invitations, a spontaneous call, a random post that resonates, a chance to speak when you'd normally stay silent. These are your open doors. You'll feel them. You'll sense that, even if it seems small, this is part of the script. Say yes to those invitations. They are gateways. And each yes is a step deeper into the reality that's been waiting for you. This moment is not about control. It's about trust. You've been taught that control brings safety, that certainty brings peace. But the chosen one learns something deeper. Surrender is the highest form of power. When you surrender to the flow, when you stop forcing, stop fearing, stop clinging, you become available to the miracles that were always circling your orbit, just waiting for a moment of openness. And this Wednesday is full of openness. The energies are soft and strong all at once. They ask you to show up, not perform. They ask you to be honest, not perfect. They ask you to move when it's time and rest when it's not. You're not here to prove your worth. You're here to walk in it. You've already been chosen. The choosing happened long ago, in the quiet of your becoming, in the silence of your struggles, in the stillness of your evolution. Now the world catches up. Don't be surprised if someone important reaches out this day, a mentor, a friend, a connection that feels aligned. It may not lead to something immediately, but it will plant something in your spirit, a vision, a spark, a recognition. Follow it, protect it, let it grow. Your future is built on these tiny sacred bricks, stacked with intention. This Wednesday lays a few of the most important, and you'll feel it in your body. Your posture changes. You walk a little taller. You breathe a little deeper. You speak more clearly, not because you practiced it, but because truth is now your default. You don't shrink. You don't apologize for your presence. You stand firm, knowing that the scene unfolding around you is not happening to you. It's happening with you. That's the magic. You're not an observer anymore. You're a creator. You're not waiting for the story. You are the story. And the plot is shifting because you've shifted. What used to block you now clears the path. What used to scare you now excites you. What used to delay you now motivates you. The fears that held you back have no more power. The doubts that haunted you dissolve in the light of your awareness. This Wednesday, your vision sharpens. You'll see beyond what is. You'll see into what's possible, not through fantasy, but through faith. The kind of faith that's not loud or desperate, but grounded and steady. The kind of faith that whispers, "I belong here." That's your superpower now, belonging. Not in a room, not in a trend, not in a role someone gave you. You belong in the truth of who you are. And you walk in that truth now. Expect clarity in unexpected places. You might hear a song lyric that answers a question you didn't even realize you were asking. You might glance at a book or a billboard or a piece of art that seems to speak directly to you. The universe is talking. And now you're listening, fully, openly. And because of that, this Wednesday becomes more than a day. It becomes a conversation between you and destiny. And even your silence will be sacred. In the moments when no one's around, when it's just you and your breath and your thoughts, you'll feel it, a presence, a power, not outside of you, but within. It won't need explanation. It won't need proof. It will just be. And that sense of deep inner knowing will carry you through any uncertainty. This is the shift. This is the cinematic transformation. You will begin to attract people who feel familiar, but they're new. They reflect your frequency. They come not to test you, but to witness you, to support you, to walk with you in this next part of the journey. You're no longer aligned with confusion. You're no longer drawn to chaos. Your peace is too sacred, your energy too valuable, your purpose too real. And this Wednesday reminds you of that. You'll look back on it not as the day everything changed, but as the day you realized everything already had. The shift wasn't sudden. It's been building for years, quietly, deeply, constantly. But this is the moment your soul catches up with that truth. This is the scene where realization meets revelation. And you don't have to do anything extra to earn it. You just have to be here, right now. Present in your own body, present in your own spirit, present in the unfolding masterpiece that is your life. You are the chosen one, not because of what you have, but because of who you are. And that truth is rising to the surface now, louder than any lie that ever tried to bury it. This is the moment where the main character becomes unshakable, not because the world makes sense, but because you no longer need it to. Your peace is rooted, your direction is steady, your purpose is alive. And this Wednesday, this sacred, beautifully aligned Wednesday, is only the beginning of what's been waiting for you all along. As the sun begins to set on this day, you'll feel it, the closing scene of a powerful episode in your life. But this time, it doesn't come with sadness. It comes with stillness, with reverence, with deep, soul-level gratitude, because you'll know, without needing confirmation from anyone else, that you made it. Not just through a Wednesday, but through everything that tried to keep you from this Wednesday. This is the energy of victory, quiet victory, sacred victory, the kind that doesn't need celebration to feel real, the kind that lives in your bones, not your schedule. You didn't climb a mountain today. You became the mountain. You didn't wait for the miracle. You realized you are the miracle. And now the atmosphere around you is shifting to reflect that. Don't be surprised if by nightfall everything feels different. Colors might seem deeper. Sounds might feel more vivid. The silence might hum with purpose. That's your soul registering the update. That's your inner system adjusting to the new energy you've stepped into. You're no longer reacting from your wounds. You're responding from your wisdom. And that's what changes the whole movie. You are no longer the version of you who needed to be saved. You've become the version who knows they are chosen, not to carry the world, but to light it, not to please everyone, but to honor truth, not to fit in, but to break the mold. You're not seeking validation anymore. You're vibrating on your own frequency, and that's what calls everything into alignment. The right people, the right messages, the right direction. You will feel relief, not because everything is fixed, but because you've stopped trying to fix what wasn't broken to begin with. You are whole, right now, in this moment, as you are. That realization, that's the climax of this movie moment. This is what they never tell you. The breakthrough isn't a loud explosion. It's often a soft landing, a deep breath, a moment of full presence. When you stop asking, when will it happen, and start whispering, it's already happening. And that shift in mindset opens the floodgates. Life meets you in that awareness. Reality bends to meet your readiness. And this Wednesday was the gate. It's not that the universe wasn't ready to bless you. It's that you finally became open enough to receive it. You stopped pushing. You stopped proving. You stopped performing. You started trusting. And that's when things begin to move without resistance. That's when timing becomes divine. That's when the movie becomes magic. You may find yourself standing still at some point during the evening, looking out the window, walking under the stars, sitting in silence, and thinking, it feels like something lifted. It did. An invisible weight, a lingering fear, a limiting belief. It won't be loud, but you'll know it's gone. You'll feel taller, lighter, more present, more alive. That's the space miracles rush into. The space once occupied by doubt and hesitation is now available for power and direction. This is your rising. And now, your expression becomes effortless. You'll create differently, speak differently, move differently. Not with effort, but with ease, with clarity, with truth. You'll no longer apologize for being too much. You'll stop shrinking into small spaces. You'll stop silencing your intuition. This Wednesday gave you the one thing no one else could give you: permission. This was not just a Wednesday. This was a reminder, and the world will feel it. Every step you take from here on carries the imprint of this shift. You'll walk into rooms that didn't see you before, and now they'll be drawn to you. You'll attract opportunities that previously overlooked you, because now your vibration is undeniable. You've become visible in a new way, not flashy, not loud, but real, and real is rare. So breathe deep, look around, and smile, not because it's over, but because it's beginning. Again, better, brighter, bolder. You've walked through the pain, the doubt, the delay, and this Wednesday gave you the blessing. Not in the form of something outside of you, but in the form of something awakening within you. This is your scene. This is your light. This is your Wednesday. And this, right now, is the start of everything.